Yeah, I really apologize. That scroll is hard when I've blown up the text like this. And the tweet image. Go ahead and save. There we go. Just adding that CSS makes it look a lot better. And we can see that the Twitter search results right in line there. Yeah. Okay, Mark. For me, write the JavaScript to do it. Well, I wrote this app in KRL, and to be perfectly honest, and you've probably detected this, I've been spending the last 3 months building Marketplace and App Builder and not writing KRL apps. And so reacquainting myself with the language and writing this app took me about 3 hours. If I were to do this in straight JavaScript, it would take me much, much longer than that. Yeah. The next thing I want to show you is how to distribute your app and what your different options are. Actually, so up till now we've been using a test bookmarklet. And we don't have an application that's in production. Before we can distribute our app, we have to deploy a version. So what I'm going to do is deploy this latest version. And all that requires is doing production. I'm going to add a note here. I'm going to deploy it to Marketplace. Another nice thing about this is if I want to look at the code for that version, I just click on the number and I can see the code. So I can go back to version 8. There's version 8's code, version 7, version 4, version 2. Another thing I can do is give my app an image. So I'm going to pick this cool Twitter logo. I can also share this app with other individuals. So I can go in here and share this. I'm going to share it with Mike Grace. So now it's shared, and I've got this pending invite. I can revoke that invite if I made a mistake. I can also, once Mike has accepted that, he'll show up here as a developer in this list. And I can even transfer ownership of my app to Mike Grace. Now, where that becomes important is in the Marketplace, only owners of apps can list those apps. So if you're just a developer on the app, then you cannot list that app in the Marketplace unless the owner transfers his ownership to you. John. This is, so the concept of app ownership is an important one, and we have everything in here to facilitate that. So if I want to distribute this as a bookmarklet, here's the code to do that. This is different than the bookmarklet we generated under test because this will only run the version that you have marked as deployed. There's also some additional code here for depending on how you want to distribute the bookmarklet. I can also distribute as a browser extension. The browser extension also will only run your deployed version, so you can continue to develop your app without affecting all of your users' browser extensions. And the nice thing about that is once you have your new version worked out, all you do is come into App Builder, click deploy on that version, and all of your users have the new version automatically. You don't have to generate another browser extension and send that out to them. Because, again, the code actually lives on the Kynetx servers in the cloud. So, no, you cannot. And that's why Kynetx is Grease Monkey in the cloud with diamonds. We can do everything Grease Monkey can do and more. With bacon salt. Thanks, Jesse. So I'm not going to go ahead and do this because what I really want to show you is Marketplace. Now, before you can list in Marketplace, you have to be a Marketplace seller. And App Builder is smart enough to know that I am a Marketplace seller. And it's also giving me a reminder here about adding the necessary code in my meta block to make it so that only people that have purchased my app can run it. If you're not a seller, what you will get instead, I'm going to log out. Oops. I've got to also log out. So pointing to the old app builder. Some of you might be wondering what is going on here. We are going to streamline this so you don't have to do it anymore, but because App Builder uses our new Ruby gem, it has to consume our APIs the same way any other app that you would write using our SDK. And that means OAuth access. So we actually go through a little OAuth ceremony. All we're doing is allowing App Builder to access our applications and our rules in our behalf. So I'm going to go ahead and allow that. I have an app here that I wrote a long time ago for a demo. If I go under Distribute and I go to Marketplace, instead of getting my "You're ready to list," I get this message. And this will take me into Marketplace, give me a quick little rundown of the seller agreement here. If I want to become a seller, all I have to do is check this and click this button. I'm not going to do it because the next stage in this process is it takes you to Amazon Payments just to get you signed up with an Amazon Payments account. If you already have an Amazon Payments account, you just log in and you're done. Log out here, Marketplace. Just to make sure I'm completely logged out of everything. From Carol? Yes. One thing I was going to get into, but I thought it might be too much because I'm already giving you the fire hose here, is we have a special variable when you emit JavaScript called $K, and that $K is the jQuery library. So then you can do anything that you want that you would do with jQuery. You can do using, instead of $selector or whatever, or $object or whatever you're going to do with jQuery, you use $K and you're using our implanted jQuery library. And it is version 1.14. Burton. I haven't done them. So, Mike Grace, maybe you can answer the question. The question was, if you want to use a jQuery extension, can you do that, and how do you do it? We run jQuery in a no conflict mode, which makes doing extensions a little bit harder to do. If you really, really like an extension, let us know and we'll put it in. We're essentially using a jQuery extension for the notify anyway. So what I really want to do is quickly list this in the Marketplace. I'm going to show you how easy this is to do. Once you become a seller, you come into Marketplace, you say list your application, and I have to log in. Go back here. Oh, I did list it. So then I can view my listing right in App Builder. And when I click on this, I can go into Marketplace. I go into edit mode here, and that will allow me to upload an image. We didn't get this working in time for Impact, but we are going to have it so that if you have an image in App Builder, it uses that image as the default image.